Hi everyone, welcome to part 4 of making a comic in 21 days. In this video we're going to take our rough thumbnails from part 3, we're going to clean them up, ink them and colour them. I did all this on my iPad, but the process is very similar if we were using traditional medium. First up, here's one of our thumbnail pages from the last video. You'll notice from the last video I've changed the format of the page slightly. This is because I felt the artwork was a little too cramped, having so many panels on a page. So I've spaced the panels out a little and created this new page format. Our first step is to create a tighter sketch, or tighter pencils. You can see here I'm drawing over the thumbnails in a different colour with more detail. As I'm doing this, I'm moving things around a little to make sure everything fits in the panel and make sure the action can be seen clearly. Once we're happy with this tighter sketch, it's time to ink the lines. Here I'm tracing over the sketch and refining the lines. I'm varying the thickness of the lines to add more interest and make some elements stand out more than others. And I've added across the page some areas of solid black to pull the reader's interest. I'm pretty happy with our inks now, and we could leave it at this stage and have a black and white comic, but in the interest of awesomeness I've decided to add colour. Which brings us to step 3. I'll generally colour the background first, and then start to colour our characters in solid blocks of colour, before adding highlights and shading. One trick when you're colouring is to convert the image to a black and white picture. From this you can then see if there's enough contrast in the image. It looks like here there's very little contrast between the characters and the background, so I'm going to lighten the background to make the characters stand out more. And there we go, our page is fully coloured and we're ready to move on to the next one. There are so many tutorials on colouring techniques, so I haven't really gone into too much detail with the techniques that I use myself. And for inspiration, and because you've been following along, I wanted to share with you the final pages. Here are the 17 pages that make up our full comic book, all made from start to finish in 21 days. It's been a great project for me to pass my time in quarantine, and I want to thank everybody that's followed along and given words of encouragement throughout. And now it's over to you to create your own comic books. I can't wait to see what you create. And if you want a copy of the final printed comic book, just head over to www.jdraws.me.